The High Court decision allowing Sadiq Khan to go through with his Ultra Low Emission Zone (ULEZ) expansion plans changes nothing. All it confirms is that his ULEZ expansion plans followed due process. It says nothing about the merits of the expansion nor the strength of opposition to his plans for London. It says nothing about his lack of standing or mandate for this expansion. It says nothing about the public commitments he has made, only to later pretend never existed. After all, Sadiq Khan lies to Londoners. This is not new, and it is not a one-off, it is a feature of his tenure as mayor of our capital. His time as mayor is littered with broken promises, false pledges, and the constant shifting of blame. Crime is up, transport costs are up, strike action is through the roof and the housing market is dire. Therefore, it should come as no surprise that his disastrous ULEZ expansion plan is on the back of yet another lie. Khan once pledged not to expand ULEZ if opposition was overwhelming. It was unquestionably overwhelming. Londoners rejected his plan by 73% to 27%. If Khan's lack of honesty wasn't enough, he spends a significant portion of his time pretending he cares about the cost of living crisis despite actively searching for ways to punish those on the lowest incomes. Indeed, he even described one of his latest plans to exploit Londoners as quite exciting. Let's consider the numbers. Being charged £12.50 a day will have a disastrous effect on over 300,000 drivers and motorcyclists in outer London, and the more than 1 million people who visit London and contribute significantly to its economy. This is more than many Londoners spend on food for their families each day. For some, ULEZ could mean the difference between being able to feed their families and not being able to. People are rightly concerned about their future under the current mayor. But this is not enough for Sadiq Khan. He is already looking at the next step in his master plan to punish Londoners. The government has confirmed that Mayor Khan is hoping to introduce road use charges on top of his deeply damaging ULEZ scheme. His ULEZ expansion is already something that many simply cannot afford. During a cost of living crisis, it is simply unfathomable that London's mayor wants to introduce one unnecessary burden on daily life. It is inconceivable that he wants to introduce two. On many occasions, he has taken the opportunity to say he cares, that he understands, that he wants to do all he can for those struggling with the cost of living. His actions tell the truth he cannot bring himself to admit. Sadiq Khan does not care about the cost of living or the environment. He only cares about his vanity projects that allow him to claim moral superiority from the ivory tower of his £400,000 taxpayer-funded chauffeured Land Rover. He doesn't want to face the economic realities of what his decisions will create. He knows that the mayorship grants him a platform to get in the papers and generates coverage for his performative and pandering positions. He knows that he will never experience the pain that his destructive agenda will cause. London deserves better than Sadiq Khan. His ruinous greed for cash to prop up his failed administration and his endless crusade to boost his media profile have failed Londoners.